Rhaenyra Targaryen, first of her name and rightful ruler of the Seven Kingdoms of Westeros. This is ASMR with W Magazine. I'm not quite familiar with this witchcraft and I don't care to really find out much more about it. However, I have been told by my eldest son that this is something that will help me gain sympathy and favour with the common folk of Westeros after the absolute smear campaign that nasty woman Alicent, Hightower, bestowed upon me. Let's make this quick. I don't have much time and I'm not very interested in entertaining such common folk as yourself, so carry on. For as long as I can remember, I've always shared a very special kinship with dragons. And that's not just because I'm a dragon blood, it's not just because I'm a Targaryen, it's also because myself and dragons have many things in common. We're absolutely terrifying, we're completely gorgeous, and we make Alicent Hightower very uncomfortable. I wonder what's inside this gorgeous fake dragon egg. This is a very sorry excuse for a dragon. It's so limp and useless and minuscule. In many ways it reminds me of Daemon. When Daemon and I first met, I was 3 hours old and he was my uncle, and a love story for the ages unfolded over the years. Ever since Harrenhal, he's just been sitting around and wasting my time with psychosis I really don't care for it at all. Let's put this dragon back in its egg, shall we? As you may know, my throne was usurped from me by Alicent Hightower and her band of goons, goblins. Alicent found it a wise idea to put my bumbling idiot of a half-brother on the throne, Aegon, and Aegon's always had a problem with the bottle, if you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, I will admit I prepared a nice chilled red for this occasion. However, I admittedly drank it yesterday, so I had to settle for a bottle of orange wine, which, sure, why not? The price tag is still on the bottle. We've had budget cuts at Dragonstone. Let's open this bottle of wine and talk about my insolent half-brothers. Let's pour ourselves a small glass because we are technically working today. Disgusting. What many people don't know about Aegon is that while he is a drunk, I will admit he is also an idiot. However, as we have seen in recent times, the series of unfortunate circumstances that Aegon has found himself in, such as being on the receiving end of Dragonfire, has landed him in a sticky situation. It's unfortunate that Aegon, who already clearly had such meager manhood to begin with, is now left completely useless. Never mind that, let's continue. So speaking of Dragonfire, the next thing we're going to do is play with matches, which is the first toy I've given all of my children when they were born. Now that I think about it, this visual reminds me of Aegon. Actually, I should not joke about that. I feel some remorse for the poor fool, because it's not really his fault exactly that his brother is so demented and strange. You see, where Aegon is idiotic, Aemond is psychotic, and at the end of the day, which one of those two things is worse? Really makes you wonder what kind of a mother Alicent could possibly be. Aemond was always a very disturbed individual, and I don't think the eye patch has anything to do with it. I find it quite ironic that Aemond has the largest of the dragons, because to me it seems like perhaps he's overcompensating for something else. The next thing I'm bringing out astounded even me when I first saw it. It was delivered by Crow recently from King's Landing, a petrified olive branch from Alicent. Ridiculous. Alicent has sent me well over 100 letters in the past fortnight, and I absolutely will not respond to any of them. Alicent was once a very close friend of mine, but that is when I was younger and lacked judgment. And I've learned since then not to trust a snake in green, and now she comes and begs me to give her sympathy after I swallowed my pride, came to her, held a knife to her neck, and asked her for a peace treaty, but then it was too late. She tells me it was too late to find peace, and now that the war is about to begin, Alicent wants to find peace and run away with me and have a child with me. It's too late. It's simply too late. I'm sorry. It's simply too late, Alicent. I don't care for you anymore. Get over it. However, I will be returning her letter today, and we'll do that on camera. Alicent, please forgive my transgressions. I regret very deeply the way I treated you the last time I saw you. The last thing I wanted to do is push you away further. I think of you each night as I close my eyes. I pray to the gods to bring you to me. I miss you like the moon misses the sun. Your fire warms my brutal heart in a completely platonic and normal way. Actually, never mind all of that. I hope you rocked. Love, Rhaenyra. It's very difficult to be so insurmountably excellent and morally upstanding, while still feeling complicated and complex and like an anti-hero in some ways. I feel the ends justify the means, and if the means are killing peasants, I feel that's completely acceptable. Something I'd like to let Alicent know is if she's still sleeping with Kristen Cole, she should get tested. I will say that Kristen Cole swings his sword around with such might. For a man of his stature, his reaction to Dragonfire I find quite comical after he destroyed my wedding by brutally murdering my husband's boyfriend. I think about that twink constantly. That twink haunts me. That poor twink. Something I admire about Alicent is she doesn't let the fact that she is talentless, clueless, unintelligent, baffling, boring, spineless, ignorant, inconsiderate, meek, unreasonable, hysterical, and conventionally attractive stop her from believing she could rule Westeros better than I. Well, that's all the time I have today. I'm very grateful for this platform, and I'm grateful to W Magazine for having me. I leave you with this message. Do not trust any beautiful, doe-eyed woman in your life. She's going to betray you and sabotage you and ruin everything. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope you liked it. I forgot I was gonna chop up a banana. I was gonna bring a banana down here to chop it up for Aegon, and I forgot until I was halfway into the video, and I just couldn't possibly bother getting up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. You know the whole deal. I understand why YouTubers make that speech really fast because it feels a bit repetitive at times, but thank you very much. I will see you next week. So you see the ink that's on my fingers? How the hell did these people do it back in the day? I mean, that's nuts. Were Harry Potter's hands covered in ink all the time? Should I do a Harry Potter character? Who would I do? I think Voldemort would be kind of funny, but I'm not gonna do prosthetics. Professor Quirrell. I feel like I shouldn't put a turban on my head, right? Not my culture, not my costume. Snape. Oh my god. Hello, this is Severus Snape, and today we're doing ASMR. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but the other thing is, like, how many black wigs can I wear? I have Dracula, I have Abigail, but I feel as if I did Severus Snape, it would actually do so well. And I kind of resemble him, don't I? Don't I kind of resemble Severus? Turn to page 394. Turn to page 394. I do not condone J.K. Rowling in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, but those movies were my childhood, and those books were my childhood. Turn to page 300. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. The boy who lived. Come to die. You don't know it. You don't even know. You don't even know what's in this vocal cords, what's in this voice box. It goes deep. This throat goes deep.